All right, back again, Coach V, 511, and we're going to be breaking down the Jackson group this time. So, yeah, we're going to start out with the Kalamazoo Kings. Bobby, I know you are all about Jared Bethel, so I'll let you start
Jared Bethel,
this.
baby. Jared Bethel. You know what? I picked them to win it last year. They made it to the championship game, I believe, but they didn't take care of business.
Yeah.
You know, they lost two really key players, and so I can't be as excited about this team. I mean, you saw what Bethel did last year with 61 blocks.
That's a lot.
3 assists per game, 8 rebounds, and was really starting to pick them up at the end. But, you know, when you lose Steven Jackson and Joseph Shivers, who are your two best scorers, you're going to have a lot of trouble. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, I mean, they really replaced well. They got George Staley, probably one of the most
he's
sought out of freshmen in
Ernest Carter's very good, too.
Yeah. George Staley might be the most sought after.
Staley could score 25 points as a freshman, and he's going to play defense. He's good.
Straight out of Naples, you know, so, you know, I have a good relationship with him, but he just didn't want to stay home, so, which is fine, you know. And I'm excited for him to be on that team. I like this team. They're good.
Yeah, I think they have a chance to advance to the playoffs for sure. They could win it all. They're definitely not going to be one of the favorites. Next team is San Francisco. They brought in another very good freshman class, highlighted by Louis Sandage and Ronald Christensen. Those are two very good players. Grizz Gasol, he always finds a way to bring in good recruits. He's a good recruiting coach. He's a good coach.
You know, and Ronald Christensen was just one of the. I just really liked his playing style. You know, he can just defend, he can score, he can ball handle. Yeah, they didn't lose any starters, really. They lost 2 NAs. Well, Bruce Accord, I guess, got hurt at the end of the season, so he wasn't really an NA.
Yeah, McCombs was starting to be benched at the end so that they could get the younger guys in. I mean, they do lose some key players, but they bring back their real stud, Wade Myers. He's the heart and soul of this team. He's only a sophomore now, but he's capable of throwing up 40 points any given night.
Yeah, plus Andrew Farnsworth can do some damage when he actually gets some playing time, and you know I think with them along with Staley and Carter, like they're gonna have a good team.
And they got a good out of conference schedule. I mean, I think they're gonna win both of those games and make it exciting.
Stillwater.
Yeah.
Okay. We got Jefferson City here, highlighted by a lot of great players. They always
Benny Wallace,
Ricky
Pellitter.
Yeah.
Christian Curry, the freshman.
They always seem to bring in just great classes.
Yeah, they got some big names. They're good.
Man, I'm a real big fan of Coach Fatch, Fatch or whatever, however you pronounce it. You know, they are losing Diego Thatcher, which was a great player, but you know, his other two players.
Here's a special thing about this team: 232 steals. Every starter had at least 1 steal per game. They lose the guy who had the least amount of steals, 1.0 steals. That's weak, son.
Wow.
Anyways, you got Benny Wallace heading the defense in the middle. He's huge.
I know you love Benny Wallace, but like the story of this is like they put Ryan Christian on the bench. He was a huge recruit coming out of high school.
He's good.
So like he got a little playing time under his belt. He's
really stupid.
Yeah, he wasn't very smart, but you know what, like I think he's ready to step up into the starting role, maybe power forward spot.
I really like this team. They have a real solid cast.
Yeah.
Frederick Wilhelm, he's one of the best passing point guards in the country. They could do some real damage. You know, they got out of conference. They got Houston.
I don't know if that's right.
I think that's a pretty. Yeah, that's right. That's Game in Front of Challenge.
Houston made the game at this year?
Yeah, sure did. I think Jefferson City's going to take care of them. They could win this group. They're good. They're a good team.
Yeah. Oh man, I really like this team. The Scranton Birds of War. J-Dub has just been doing an amazing job.
Well, he's J-Dub. He's what he is. He's a great coach. Everyone knows he's a great coach. Especially J-Dub knows he's a great coach, and he'll let you know it. But that's okay. He's a great coach.
Yeah. But like, what I'm wondering is like, why the heck does the computer have William Santos on the bench?
And James Porter
In the NA. Like,
yeah, this team's good.
This team is
you got a good
loaded.
team when that's the case. Of course, Steve Ammon. I mean,
He can't play.
He can't play defense at all. He's the worst defensive player in the history of the world.
But he can shoot.
I'll tell you what. I mean, you can mark down a loss in their game against New Haven. He's not beating Wolf. He can't beat Wolf. Wolf
chokes.
owns him. Wolf owns him.
I mean, but you know, I really want to. I want to pull for the Inferno. You know, I mean, I see 5 starters coming back and plus a decent class. Not
I mean,
great,
they could compete for an NTT championship this year.
For life.
They're a really good team, and I think they got the best player in this group, William Santos. He could be National Player of the Year. He's good, right?
Yeah. And the Peanut Gallery likes this team too, so you know you gotta respect them.
Yeah. We'll move on to the next team, and that's Athens. You know, they've dropped off recently, only winning 13 games each of the past 3 years. But you know, he's a great coach. He plays in the tough Conference 13, and
he
so
does have Nathaniel Small.
He gets beat up all season.
He's got Nathaniel Small, and he's got it seems like he did lose 2 senior guards. That was tough. Leon Lewis and Dougie West. Huge loss in that. But, you know, Andre Colvin's back. They're returning their front court.
They got a bunch of solid classes.
Jason Regan.
They're just overmatched here. They don't have nearly the team to be competitive for at least a group championship. You know, they're going to win a game here or there. They could beat any of the top-notch teams, but I don't see them winning more than 2 games.
So he got just group-wide. I mean, it's really tough.
Yeah, this is another really tough group. I mean, San Francisco's really great. Kalamazoo's great. You know,
Jefferson City,
Scranton. Jefferson City's my team. That's who I'm picking.
Yeah.
I mean, they got so many big names. It's just an exciting team. They're going to be a fan favorite this year.
You know, I'm really surprised, Bobby, that you're not picking your man crush, Jared Bethel. You know,
he's not going to score 20 points per game. He can't do it all. They just don't have the scoring this year.
Yeah, I mean, but you know what? If you're not going to pick him, I am, because I love George Staley, and you know, I think they can get it done.
Plus, Jared Bethel's probably going to have 20 rebounds per game, 15 swats. He's the man.
Yeah. All right. So
you know what? I got to take back what I said about whoever it was. I don't even remember William Santos being the best player in the group. He's not. Jared Bethel's the best player in the group. I forgot he was in this group. He's the best player in the group. It's not even close. There's no number 2.
Come on, Bob.
Yeah.
Come on, Bob.
So you're gonna pick Jared Bethel for the group
MVP, tournament MVP, life MVP.
You know what? I'm gonna pick William Santos because I want to disagree with you. You know?
All right. Yeah.
No other reason really, but I just want to disagree with you.
Well, let's take a look at the next group, and this is our group. It's gonna be real exciting.
Yep.
Okay. Well, it was Sam's idea, and I think it's a good idea. Go a little bit of a Sports Nation kind of thing there.
I want the Sports Nation look.
Where you just hear people in the background like just yelling things every once in a while.
Yeah.
And I think it'll look great